This is reactions to actions. Okay, guys, I am going to be reacting to some key points in the resurrection rants, not the entire video, and I want you guys to listen because we have two ears, one mouth to listen more, talk less. And Jim went down to Miss Smith's ranch, and she's going to be telling him about some things, and he's just going to disregard it. And the reason why I refer to Jim as Jim is because I feel like even though, the channel is marketed as it's all about God, it's really all about Jim. I took the OD off and put the IM, and Jim think he is a God. He think he is on the same level as God, the way that he acts, the way that he, you know, puts on a show for everyone. So that's one of the reasons why I call him Jim, the little G, not the big G, but the little G. And Jim is spelled with a G and not a J over here, okay? Because he think he is on the same level is God. And in my opinion, this is my opinion, solely my opinion. And then when he gets around other ethnicity groups, i.e., YT people, he reminds me of a Jim Bob. He goes to acting like a Jim Bob. So let's get into it.
Well, I'm trying to get this tree moved over to the burn pile.
That's right.
I've cut up a lot of stuff and got it picked up already, but I have that electric saw.
Yeah.
So that battery don't last a long time. So I'm gonna have to get a backup.
I guess.
Yeah.
If I would have knew, I'd have brought my chainsaw real quick. Help you saw it up. But you gonna try to get the whole thing or just thing out the road?
I'm getting rid of.
He would not have. That was just something to fill in the space. I don't feel like he would have done that because watch what she says.
The whole thing.
Watch what Miss
I
Smith
got you.
says.
Just have to saw it up in small pieces.
I got you.
It'd be nice if somebody brought the tractor down here and just push it over out the way.
That's sad that Miss Smith have to even use subliminals and just say instead of just saying, "Listen, Jim, I need you to bring that tractor down here to get rid of this tree that's laying in my yard." You know what I'm saying? Watch
Yeah,
what he
yeah.
replies with.
I can help you while I'm down here. Pick up some of these bigger pieces. They shouldn't be that heavy. Yeah, cause they look heavy, but I already knew they were rotten, so they're not heavy.
I'm just sawing them up small for me.
Yeah, so, I got you. Yeah, cause if they were too heavy, I would definitely have to do it. But that's like
Making excuses of why he doesn't need to do it. What he should have did, what Jim should have did, lowercase g, should have said, "Mom, I got this. I'll go get the tractor later when I have time, and I will move this big tree out of the way. You don't have to worry about it." But no, he goes to make excuses of why his 69-year-old mother, Miss Smith, can lift those things up.
the size of the weight of a empty like paper box.
Right. Well, I don't know about all that now.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
Listen, Miss Smith get him together every time. I don't know about all that. I do not know about all that now.
You seem like you got to handle. Like I said, if it was Greenwood, I tell you go sit down somewhere.
No.
But
Of course, now he's
since this wood
over
is dry and
explaining.
rotten, like I said, that stuff is super light.
Yeah.
Keep some of it for your fire starter. I guess it'll be over there, huh?
It'll be over there.
It's super light, but come on, let's move along to this because it's just hilarious to me. This part is where he's going to be in the laundry room and Miss Smith is going to be explaining how she got a contractor to come in there and took care of business.
Yeah,
What they did, they just cut. Very basically
cut that little section out. Yeah. And so I guess they weren't too worried about that spot right there.
No, I told them just do that part.
Okay.
That's not soft like that was. So
I got you. Cool.
It was trying to peel when I was trying to put some kelp.
See that's why we need to contract out more stuff. Because it's like, see, I would have came in and ripped out this whole ceiling in this whole room.
Did he really just say that's why we need to contract out more things? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? But all before he's gonna, I have a clip where he says that he can't find anybody. So Miss Smith can find people, but you can't find people? That blows me. And then you're gonna act like you orchestrated everything when you know you didn't. No, Miss Smith took it upon herself because she got tired of waiting, took it upon herself and reached out to contractors that are willing to help her.
Room out, because I wouldn't have been able to leave that. I would have at least came there and cut it, and then took this whole.
And then now he tries to explain what he would have done. Yeah, you would have done all that and took all that time, and that's not what Miss Smith wants, okay? She does not want that, which is why she got her own contractors, okay?
The job to be done right, and the job was done well. I wouldn't say it was like all the way to standard, because if I wasn't here.
Listen, nothing is perfect unless Jim does it. Do you understand? The only way things are perfect is if Jim does them. What does that make you think? There's the God complex.
Right, and so I should have been getting part of that salary from that pay.
But
and so
at least with these guys, you won't have to stand over.
Exactly. You can just.
He don't have to stand over the other guys either. He just wants to do that because he wants to get content, which is why the other people, he can't find contractors because they don't want to deal with that. That's why. They do not want to deal with someone who's over them and hounding them.
Leave and let them
do whatever.
And
that's the way he know I operate.
And that's how it's supposed to be. You know, when you hire somebody, you're supposed to.
That's how it's supposed to be, but that's not how you deal with things, which is why you cannot find anyone to help you, because you are hounding people and you're micromanaging people, and people are like, the money isn't worth you micromanaging me because I'm an adult. I don't need someone over me with a camera hovering over me telling me how to do my job, and I do this all the time.
I don't know if you all remember how that was kind of rotten out and all that. He cut all that out, and he cut it out from here all the way back, and he redid that. So I'm still waiting on. I had to get another gentleman to do the electrical, put the fan up there. He doesn't do electrical work.
I guess.
So, but he's gonna come back to.
Once again, Miss Smith is showing how she's finding these contractors to do what she needs to do. That's mind-blowing to me. Miss Smith can find these people, but Jim can't. Make that make sense. It's not that he can't, it's that people are refusing to come back to help him.
They didn't finish that up. But anyway, I had him to do that. So I had him look at this bathroom. I said, how much would you charge me just to do this bathroom so I can get it complete? And he said that would be $350 labor. And I've already got supplies that will do.
See if he didn't burn bridges with so many people and so many contractors, Miss Smith would have her house done by now. But the simple fact that she's over it, she is over it. Do you hear me? She's taken it upon herself to find all of these contractors, and she's willing to pay the money that she needs to pay to get the results that she wants to get. And then you have Jim, who's so self-absorbed that he can't even fathom the fact that your mom had to just do what she have to do because you can't do what you need to do, and that's not hound people, not micromanage, not record people nonstop, and not tell them how to do their job.
the flooring. So, okay, after that, I told him, I said, well, come and measure just the total from this all the way through to finish up the whole flooring everywhere.
Yeah.
He said that'll be $27.50.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And that is 13.
He just going along with talking about that's good. Sir. Jim. She wouldn't have to pay that if you knew how to pipe down and don't think you are a god. Little G. Not the big
Get
one.
it set up. So yeah, so that's pretty good. That's not too bad. You said $27.50.
$27.50.
Yeah, because
the whole thing.
Yep. So that's right in that range. Like I say, it's about $1,000 cheaper there.
This is so sad. And Miss Smith can't even get a table because she has been bamboozled into not getting a dining room table. If you're having a big function, people are going to want to sit at the table. People still sit at the table. They really do. But of course, she's going to say that to, appease Jim.
500, something like that, 22, somewhere in that area. And so, but we got a little bit left. So, like I said, it is, but I'm guesstimating somewhere in that range. It's gonna be more than $1,200 for the material, but less than I think 25.
I don't even know why I just listened to that, y'all. I'm being serious. I really don't know why I just listened to that at all. Forgive me. But that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much what I wanted to get across. Miss Smith had to find her own contractors, and then you're going to hear Jim say how he can't find anybody but his mom. And he had the audacity not to help his mother with that tree, but she goes down there to his It's All About Jim farm and help him caulk, which is unnecessary. She didn't even have to caulk that. Like, why is she caulking that barn? Ernest, aka Ernest. She don't have to be caulking that. That's just a hot mess. That was a waste of everybody's time. Like, sir, no.
I'm gonna try to beat this rain because there's a little bit of rain in the forecast. But I'm gonna get this hay pulled out of here with the tractor, get these pallets off. And then once I get that done, I just need to trim right there on that corner and then trim around this door and we'll be done. As far as the siding, as y'all saw, grandma came and caulked everything for us. Like I said, I told her, I said, hey, I got a job here that, I'm looking to hire somebody. And, she said, I'll do it for free. And I said, no, well, I'm willing to hire somebody, so I'm going to pay you to do it as well. And like I said on that video, it's kind of a shame that you got to get a 70-year-old lady to, do a job. That's the only person I can find that I can depend on to do it right. Like I said, I've tried to hire other people before, but like I said, it's just.
Okay, one, Jim. Miss Smith is 69 years old, and you even said that out of your mouth. She's not 70. I mean, close, but not there. She's still 69. And two, clearly, all you had to do was ask Miss Smith if she knew a contractor that could do that caulking, which was unnecessary because clearly Miss Smith can find contractors with no issues. It's just you. And the reason why it's just you is because people are not willing to put up with someone who is micromanaging them, like I stated earlier, and who's going to dictate every single thing that they do when they've been doing this for a living for who knows how long. It's not worth the money. If you're going to, pay me to do a job, let me do the job. I don't need you over my shoulder with a camera. And then you're telling me how to do the job. That makes people not want to help you or do a job for you. It's just that simple. And I just pray that you see things other people way because I find it very ironic that Miss Smith can find contractors with no issues, but you can't. So you have to hire your 69-year-old mother to do caulking, which is irrelevant. She didn't have to do that. Honestly, who's going to be up close to Ernest that close? No one. But guys, if you stayed this long, I appreciate you. Make sure you leave your comments below. You be blessed. Bye.